Hey Gold Medal family, Master John Vasquez here today. With today's video is going to be the breakdown of Teaguk Pal Jang. So stretch out, warm up, get ready, and let's get into this poomsae. Okay, so first movement, 준비. First count, Hana, is going to be a left back stance. And I use my left leg to step forward. And then I prepare for a double middle block. Now that's exactly like your double knife hand block. The only difference is you're going to keep closed fist on that. So from the side, this is what that looks like from the side here. 준비 stance, left leg steps forward. I bring those hands way back to prepare as much as I can so I can really get a good lock and snap on those blocks there. Okay, so that's count one. Hana, prepare, back stance, block. Now, right after this, in the same count, I'm going to move my left leg from a back stance to a front stance and punch with the right hand. That count there usually gets mixed up by a lot of people. They forget that those two steps are one single count there. Then the next count is going to be dual, which is a jumping front kick with the left leg. I move my right leg first to knee pitch like this to give me the momentum to jump up in the air, but it's not a kick. A lot of people will mistake this and throw a kick like a double kick, but it's not. It's a jumping front kick with the left leg, one single kick. So as this knee comes up, I jump up and switch my feet, key up on that kick. Hup. Land back down to a front stance, left hand inner middle block, punch, punch. Then I'm going to step forward in a front stance, one more time, and punch. This is the third count. Set, punch here, and paro. Show. Now, just in case you're wondering, I did move both feet on my paro position there, only because I didn't want my head to go off of the camera. So normally, anytime you paro, just remember, no matter what position you're in, walking stance, back stance, front stance, left leg is the one that's always going to move back to your paro position. Okay, so let's go over those three counts again. 준비, hup. Let me move over. Oh no, I think I'm good in front of the camera for you. And Hana, back stance, double middle block, front stance, punch. Dual, hup. Middle block, punch, punch. Set, front stance, punch. And again, paro. Hup. Show. So that's the first three counts. We're going to go over a couple of more counts. It's very important that you get those that first section down. Learning and understanding there's more movements to one single count in this poomsae. And out of all the color belt poomsaes, this is the longest one because it has most of those. And I think it has almost every stance in it with the exception of a horse sitting stance. I believe there's not a horse sitting stance in Teaguk Pal Jang. Okay, so one more time. This time I'm not going to break it down, but I'm going to show you guys. And then I'll do it one time backwards, or facing my back to the camera. 준비, 아야! Hana. Dual, aya, set, paro, show. Okay, now I'll do it in reverse or backwards with my back towards the camera so you can kind of follow along with me. 준비, aya, Hana, dual, aya, set. And paro. Aya! Show. Okay, the next section here is going to go over 4 more counts. But they're very, very intense movements, and you want to make sure you're getting these clean. And a lot of people will brush over them, and you kind of blend too many movements together. So from here, we just took our last front stance punch here with that right hand. with the right leg. Right hand should be in front. From here, I'm going to take my left leg and do a backwards quarter turn step so that now my body is going to face to my left. If you're looking at me straight on from the camera, it would be your right, but it should be to your left side. So left leg moves. Now I'm making a front stance to the right side of, to my left side, which is your right side on the camera. And I look behind me. I'm going to prepare like I'm doing a low block, like a left hand low block. I prepare here. It's actually going to be a left hand low block, but I prepare and I execute a right hand middle block, palm towards me. So like this here, boom, when I take that turn step. So this is what that looks like from here. Next movement would be net, boom. I'm doing that kind of smooth and slow just so you can see the movement clear. Next movement, dasa. I take this arm, staying in the same position. I don't move anything. And I just turn it straight up. A lot of people make the mistake and they bring it down too soon. You want to just turn it up. I pick my elbow up. And it's a tension movement. I'm bringing this in nice, tight, and slow, as if I'm moving and pulling my arm, but there's a force there stopping me. Once my fist and my hand gets right even with my belt on my waist, now I change my front stance from this direction all the way over, full 180 front stance to the other side. Boom. Then my left arm is in front of me, my right arm uppercut. Punch, like that. This is what that looks like in a full movement. Now it's very, very important that I move this foot when I make my front stance to the other side. Here, down. This is dasa, and then boom. So you notice I move that foot there. A lot of people will make the mistake of doing this. And the reason this is wrong or bad for you is because, now look at my front stance. This is not very good front stance. The footing, the position is just not right. You're not able to turn a front stance from one direction to the other direction without moving the feet. That's just basic movement off of that motor skill there. So from here, down, boom. Now I look over my right shoulder and I'm going to take this cross step. Left leg steps in front of my right leg. And then I front stance again. I'm still front stancing this direction, but I'm looking behind me. Then I execute another low block, middle block. This time with the opposite arms, right hand, left hand. Make sure I'm still on camera here for you guys. And then same movement, yasa, bringing it down into the waist. Switch it over, right hand, left hand uppercut. So it's easy to remember which hand you need to do the uppercut punch with. It's the one that you're pulling in. Sometimes people will get confused off of that. And as they're pulling this in here and they're like this, they end up reversing those hands. It should just be this movement here, straight forward with that arm. The arm that's pulling in, straight up. That'll help you remember that. Okay, so let's go over that next section here. Make sure I got enough room. And here. And net. Right hand, left hand. Dasa, right hand. Front stance. Punch. Look over the shoulder. Yasa, left leg. Right leg. Notice my left leg is still front stance in that direction. Low block, middle block, right hand, left hand. Down. Boom. That's kind of a power move. You should end strong here in this with a really good firm base, foundation, strong stance, back up straight, legs locked out, feet flat. And paro. Show. So now we'll go over the pumse up in those sections on counts without the breakdown. Here we go. 준비. Aya! and Hana. Dual. Aya! Set. Sorry, got caught on my mic wire. Net. 다섯. 여섯. 일곱. Strong power stance. And pro. Ha! Show. Okay, now one more time from behind so you can follow along with me. 준비. Aya! And Hana. Dual. Aya! Set. Net. 다섯. 여섯. 일곱. And pro. Aya! Show. Now, part of the reason it's very important that you get your stances correct there is, remember, in all pumse, you want to start and end in the same spot. The exact same spot if you can, but if not, as long as you're close to it, I tell everybody at least within a 12-inch radius from around where you started. You want to be able to try to manage that and control your distance, your footwork and steps, so that you can end in the same spot, or at least the vicinity of your same spot.